You know, I don't have to do the whole. Remember, I used to do the whole yard and our backyard and all the way out to County Road, out here to 10th Street, and one deal and be done with it. I can't do that anymore.
No.
My back just will not tolerate it.
Well, it's not just the pain; it's the inflammation stuff.
Well, it's all kinds of other stuff too. But I still can do it, even if I did a quarter a day. By the time the week's over, since I don't have a real busy schedule, I can get it done. So as long as I can keep doing it, the better. But I do need to start doing more exercise. But back doesn't bother me. Yeah, no more hips either.
She might still be over renewed now, depending on the time period.
I don't know. She'd have to look at the details.
Because I thought there was another ham that let his go, and then he was still in the grace period.
Yeah, that was Rick.
Rick,
yeah.
But he was still within a 2-year grace period, so
he was still within 2 or 3 days of being of that.
Yeah.
But he pulled it out at the last minute. I got notified somehow because of it, so I called him. If I'd known Rachel's was going down, I would have called her. She said she doesn't have time to study.
Busy job and all day.
I don't think any of them use it other than yeah, if you get some new cutter cord, the right type, it's about $250. If you replace the spooling mechanism that controls how it works and the stuff at the same time, it's like $5. So I did both, but that must have been what I did last time, just replace the whole thing. Boy, I put it in there. Look out! I got a really good ding in my left ankle from something that kicked up. Boy, it seemed to be good. 6 o'clock, ain't driving at this time.
I think though they said if you're taking the Advil, you can't take the town. But it's supposed to be stronger than the town.
Well, I'm trying to stay on his list least amount as I can.
I know.
And I have to watch out for my liver.
Yeah.
And if I want to have a beer or a glass of wine, I better be real
you
careful.
can't do that. Yeah,
you can, but you got to be smart.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. Very, very careful. And when he told me, you really have to work at cooking your liver, I said, well, I don't want to help.
Yeah, no, probably really want that.
Dr. Josie did say that alcohol doesn't help your stomach. Well, I suppose not.
I mean, back in the day before they had pills and everything else, beer was probably or alcohol was probably
one of the things. Well, back hemp when the early days, when it was 3, 4, 5%, was probably okay. But now when it's 30, 40, 50%, no, that's like drinking. That's like trying to drink bourbon or whiskey in any quantity. That is a bad idea. I mean, I would say if you're in the old medical treatment, it was reserved for when you really something that's going to knock your pain down. Well, it wasn't meant to be ranks like all the time at full strength. Well, of course not.
Well, like when they had to, well, like they were talking about the Civil War thing. They had to do like battlefield surgery on you. They gave you like 5 sips of whiskey,
and then they poured it into the wound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you hoped and prayed that you didn't get an infection.
Well, at the time.
Yeah, where there was much blood loss because they didn't have anything to replace blood loss.
Well, yeah, and the other thing.
No idea about transfusions.
Well, or a lot of other things. And as we increase our knowledge, we find out we may find out some of the old stuff was pretty good that we didn't think was. And then we might find out we're nowhere near.
I like the fact that they keep finding organic
stuff
fixes or stuff to help.
Yeah.
Like whenever they're finding in some of these rainforests, or just these weird plants.
Yep.
They used to be considered
or some shellfish.
Some weird plant that they used to say you never should touch for any reason, and you probably still shouldn't touch it, but they can take it into the lab and pull it apart.
Yeah.
And they yank out the bad shit and they take the good shit out of it, and they make this organic drug that's as good as like Vicodin. And I'm like, give me that.
Well, even that's got to be.
Oh yeah, it's got to be done right.
But I think like with marijuana, they should make it a class 3 drug because it does do some good, but not a class 1. Right now they're saying it's good for nothing. I would say that's wrong. But I think it's good for some things. But
like fentanyl is good for some stuff.
Yeah, but
like if you slice off your arm or something, it might be a good thing now.
Be real careful with that.
Well, yeah. You slice your arm off and they don't have morphine. This stuff might be really good for you.
But this stuff is so dangerous.
Oh yeah, it's.
You better know what the heck they're doing, and you can become addicted to it immediately.
Oh yeah.
So that's some pretty scary stuff.
So I'm digging. I don't want to have to take it if I didn't have to.
Well,
and I don't take it unless I'm in massive pain.
When I trashed my tendon back in the 70s, they gave me 800 milligram Motrin in a bottle about like that. They said, take them till it doesn't hurt. Okay, yeah. Take 2 of those, buddy. Hello, If there's any stomach left afterwards.
Yeah, like having a Percocet.
It's pretty.
That stuff was always the best. I always thought that was, when I had my wisdom teeth taken out, I thought the Percocet stuff, first off, it knocked me out. Put me to sleep, which I loved.
Which is okay.
And then I wish they would have gave me that when they did my other teeth extraction, but they gave me Oxy. And that had it didn't knock me out. Because I was like going, oh shit, I'm gonna be knocked out, I'm gonna sleep, I'm gonna be good. Nope. Did it kill the pain? Yeah. I was really hoping to be knocked out.
Well, all of these are a little bit different.
It's all a little different stuff.
But when they're doing trauma to you,
well, like my back, when going through that nerve that was pinched or annoyed by the spines, like the Hydro didn't do anything. The Oxy didn't even, the Oxy didn't. Okay, I was on that. Yeah, I'd say 95% of the pain was gone. Yeah. But you could still feel electrical jolts down your spine on Oxy. I don't know how terrible that stuff is. But they gave me the Tramadol, and I didn't, because it's a different, maybe newer class of drug that does something different than the other ones. Is I didn't really feel that. I didn't even feel the electrical pulses down my spine.
Well, that is a
which is considerably a lot less of a narcotic than the other ones are.
Yeah.
Yes, you still don't want to be on it long term. Yes, it can cause other issues. And I have to kind of watch that since I had the sciatica in the leg here. Now what's funny is when I was on it the first time, when I was on the Tramadol the first time.
Okay, now pay attention here.
Yeah.
You see the open part of the building?
Yep.
To the right of that, you see the design?
Yeah.
See that window above it?
Yeah.
That's where it's going to be.
Oh. We went up there.
Yep, went up there.
Okay.
Yeah. We went all the way up to the roof.
What's really weird is when I first first had the tramadol, I got the tingling sensation in your foot. Not that you lost feeling, but you got this weird tingling sensation in your foot. I didn't have that when I had the sciatica stuff, because all the pain pretty much stopped at the knee, thankfully. But as the pulse went down your leg, and I don't have the sciatica nerve pain in my knees, as I have arthritis pain now, but and I don't really feel the pulse go down my leg.
Two jets.
Yeah. But what I do feel is my leg will cramp up on the upper part of the calf.
Oh yeah.
And it kind of makes it a little bit worse when I have the tramadol. Is it makes it more, it cramps up more than it normally would. Which I suppose could be differences with the nerve or whatever, but I just found that really interesting. It's like, okay, yeah, not a good thing. But like earlier today, when that knee was just going like, hello, hello, hello. Once the tramadol kicked in, it was like, hey, my back doesn't hurt anymore. My knee doesn't hurt anymore. I'm good. Problem is the tramadol takes like an hour and 20 minutes to kick in.
Well,
but then you should be good for about 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, well.
But if this Aleve will do the same roughly thing for 12 hours as the Tylenol and the folic, whatever the hell it's called. If it would do roughly the same thing, then I could get off taking the Tylenol, maybe, and get off the other pill, maybe, and actually have some relief.
I think we're the only ones here.
Well, we're still kind of early.
6:41.
Yeah, we're about 20 minutes early.
Well,
go in there and sit down.
we could.
Right, sit out here and see if the stuff is still going. Let's get on the radio and see if there's still that.
We may be done.
We're getting old. We're all getting old, even me.
Yep.
We're all getting disabled to some degree.
Well, I can sit at home and watch it on TV.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that too.
I don't have a problem with that.
No, I don't either.
Been out there for years and years.
Yes.
You've done it 20, 30 years or so.
Not 20, at least 20 years.
Yeah, so. Well, I'll let Milo know if he needs somebody from Korea. I can do that.
Yeah.
Because then you're in a float, you get out of there quicker.
Yeah.
You don't have to either. You can hang out at the Legion until right before it's time to go.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't mind doing it. I did that with
just getting up on the float and getting off the float. That's fun.
That by itself
adventure.
may be a hoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can
It may not be a great idea, but
I can talk to you about that.
yeah, it would be interesting to be in a vehicle driving.
It is different being in.
If it was in a vehicle riding the parade, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
It's not so bad, but still. Oh, look at that Delta's here. He's probably one of the RONers, probably.
Yeah.
Haven't seen a small Delta plane.
Yeah, it would be okay doing that, especially if you're one of the first.
Yeah.
Of the group, because you're going to get through the fair so quickly.
Yep.
That wouldn't be so bad.
Let me show you. We'll drive by the building here.
Yeah. Oh, we drove by it earlier.
Well, yeah, but I got more knowledge than I had before. Yeah. Oh, Milo's at the
still area.
At the Legion. Okay. I might go back and see Milo.
I don't see the lines.
Yeah.
Somebody was fucking wrong.
Yeah, well, here we are having fun again.
Yeah. It seems like almost a daily occurrence, it seems like.
need to work on a simplex type of communications.
Yeah.
We're close, right there. You should be able to talk to the whole valley.
Yeah, they'll have one hell of a view. Well, if it's up in that second floor, it'll have a
That's
really
where it's
nice
going to
view.
be, in the second floor up.
That'll have a nice view.
Well, actually, there's a first floor too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, if the radio room is in that window area.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, we'll have a nice view of the city.
Facing the south.
Oh, I have a real nice view of the city.
So you see how tall the windows are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me they have elevators.
See up there where that red pole is?
They have an elevator, right?
Yes. See where that red post is?
Yeah.
There's 2 posts up there specifically for antennas. And they tie the whole roof together. So if you look at, see where the gray brick is? Second story? Go to the left.
I wonder, can you be able to come up and walk on this?
You can't go in there, but you can walk it off. But see how there's a second story?
Yeah.
And then there's a third story above that?
Oh, yeah.
The second story is all roofed. It's going to be rented out.
Interesting.
And you can walk out on the roof.
Oh, wow.
The view you get from up there is, oh my gosh. We figured out where they need to run the conduits and everything else. Wiring, so they're sheetrocking in there. We had to get that decision done as far as how they need to run the coax. Well, you have to get the how you're gonna pull the coax through, because they're gonna use that LMR 400. It's about that big around. They got to run those through there and pull them through and all the rest of it. Anyhow, that's all figured out as of yesterday.
We could all have a coffee thing in there that show that we're actually doing something.
No food unless they want to go to the basement and get something out of the vending machine.
No, I mean we could go.
We may go there to teach class or give or train somebody or something of that nature.
Yeah, we could do a contest in there.
It's a possibility.
Show that we're doing something.
Since it's a park, you could make it Parks on the Air.
Yeah, you could.
You know, just need a name.
It's a special event station.
Yep.
North Dakota QSO party.
Well, it's going to be predominantly to let the kids chat.
Yeah.
And coordinating and setting up times for the space station.
Yeah, good luck on that.
Yeah, exactly. But they're going to have national clout. So.
Yeah, good luck on that.
I'm just saying they're the Discovery Center for the state of North Dakota.
Yeah.
For the state.
Yeah.
So they might have a chance.
Good luck on that.
Might have a chance.
Yes, I know. You got to.
One of 50.
You're gonna have to get access to the. You're gonna have to call NASA.
Yes.
If you want to talk to them.
But they will more likely talk to a school or this type of deal than they will to you and me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I talked to them once.
Yeah, but you
one
did
time
it
with handheld.
and you didn't really plan for it. You just did it.
Just heard them on the air.
Yep.
They responded, so yeah. Pretty much as they were going over.
Yep. Remember when we heard them on mobile?
Yes.
And by the time we got close to even thinking about responding, they were gone.
Well, yeah, but they were already getting like 1 million calls.
Yeah, right. But we did listen to them.
Oh yeah.
Well, with Ralph's quadrifiller antenna.
Yeah, if you have a tracker, it would track
this is a quadrifill that will. It does it all the way to the horizon without the tracker.
Oh,
the tracker's even better, but this is the next best thing to a tracker.
Yeah.
And they're going to put one of those on top of the Discovery Center and tie it into a satellite machine. There's going to be some expensive radio equipment up there.
Well, not really.
Well, relatively. Bottom line is
they're getting a 7300.
No.
101D.
Or better, or something like that. Something.
Flex?
No, not a Flex.
7610?
No, the 91, whatever the Yaesu fancy one is. Not
FDX
the top
10?
I don't know which one it is.
That was a cheaper one.
No, well, there's a couple of them, and this was maybe.
If it's the newer one that's like $1,600 is the FDX 10.
It's the one that will also talk to the satellites, I think. Or not.
I hope it's not 91A. That would suck.
No, it's one of the ones that Ralph says is good radio.
Well, they have either the FDX FDX10, which is like their version of the 7300. And then there's the 101D, which
I think that's the one they're talking about.
101D, yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's only 100 watt, but it's not a bad idea. It's $3,000.
Well, there's not going to be an amplifier.
I thought about even getting that. I thought about even saving up to get that damn thing. I said I thought about it. I don't know. Even more radio we never use. Yeah. I'd like to see what that 710 in September will do. It's supposed to be kind of a merge between the FDX10 and the 101D.
Well, think about where you want the money to go. I don't really care.
I don't know.
5013C of some type. Whether it's the Shriners.
I wouldn't mind getting a little bit.
Well, I wouldn't either, but
if it's all going to go to the 501c3, then
you know, give it to the Shriners. They can give it to the Shrine Hospital. They can do whatever they want.
Domestic Violence Crisis Center. You just pick one.
Or
I prefer to have it somewhere go local.
Or split it up. Well, or split it up. You know, that can be done too. Yeah, you were up on top of there in a bus, and if we came,
we were actually over there.
No, okay. If you and I were going to go to the fair, watch the fair parade, we could drive in from the back and park on their roof and watch the parade, and we could leave anytime we wanted to.
Yeah. Probably easier on that roof than it would be over at the.
You just turn right there, and there you are. It's ideal. Get in, pull in, sit up. Anytime you want to leave. You know, but for as many times as we've done this, I could just as easily watch it on the
watch on KX,
right? Yeah. But if
it was a couple of years they didn't do it on KX.
Yeah.
Which is.
But if Milo needs somebody for the Legion, I can get in my color guard, honor guard uniform. And
you want to do the walking universal thing?
No. This is right. No, this is right on the float.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yep.
And sometimes they bring other people, like kids.
Yeah.
Get you a Son of the Legion hat or something like that.
I thought about doing that a while back.
Yeah. I can do that. They want to give you an experience for riding on a float, which is totally
I've ridden on a
different.
float before and held up the American flag in combat boots. Not do that crap ever again.
I marched the whole route like that.
Yeah, I remember that. We did the color guard and it kicked the butt. I was also 15 and stuff didn't hurt.
Well, it hurt me a lot. It wore me out.
Yes, I know. But you were wearing jungle boots and I was wearing combat boots.
They were the wrong size.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we did it.
I also was 15 and stuff didn't hurt.
Well, again,
difference.
But what I'm saying is I could do the Legion thing.
And thank God we were one of the front ones too, so we got over with kind of quickly, which is.
Yeah. Well, we were out in front of them.
And it was not hotter than hell too, thank God.
No, but it was windy. Oh my God.
Yes, it was windy, and thank God it was windy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even by the end of the parade, I still couldn't mark some stuff.
Yep. Well,
got close.
It takes a while to learn that. Sometimes the color guards and step, sometimes we're not exactly. Yeah. But we're a bunch of old codgers, so.
I never could get that. My brain just doesn't want to accept it.
Well, we had it drilled into our heads 100 times, 1,000 times, whatever.
Yeah.
But it became part of your small unit tactics. You had to march in formations, you had to deploy in
formations. We were told they tried to get us to walk and step, but I never could get it.
Because like when you get into riot control, you need to do the diamond and the line and the other different things you do for riot controls. And then if you're moving as a unit, you need to do a route step march where you're dragging all your gear with you as a unit, or an opened up unit, so you're less likely to have one around take out the whole unit. Yeah, years and years of doing that stuff, but that was a long time ago. Too old for that. They don't need me to watch it.
Trying not to leave. Trying to leave stuff. See if that does any good.
Well, give it a shot. I'm going to probably come in and go
used to have that stuff around the steps around the alley.
Yep. Yep. That was with it. But I've got the new gizmo in here that works better, so that was the way to go. We'll see what we can do. 9 o'clock. Wow.
We ended up talking a lot.
Well, we had a lot of stuff to cover.
Yeah.
When
I haven't been there in a while.
When Jesse said, think about what we want to do with the money, I was like, well, that's a serious statement because none of us is up to it anymore.
Well, that how many events we're going to be doing, you know. If we can't do the fair anymore, and if we're only doing the circus and maybe the Host Fest, maybe.
Yeah.
If we ain't doing the Host Fest,
then we ain't doing squat.
Then we're only doing the circus, and
it's not worth it.
At that point, you start to wondering, you know, why even do anything.
Well, all of us got the same problems.
Yeah, we're all getting old.
Well, and Rachel's having some issues with her brain. Yeah. There's that.
It's quite different. I mean, just me compared to like last year. I mean, last year batteries, but I mean, joint pains and other pains, back pains.
Yep.
It's just
well,
amazing.
I'm good out there for a little while, but I'm not there for very. I'm not good for very long. So that's, But I know when we were doing that color dash one, and I had to stand up by the university. My back was screaming that, and so were my hips, and I didn't know what was going on. Well, now I know what's going on. But you know.
That just sucks to be 39 now and getting all these pains and everything. Like,
well, it's.
I really wasn't expecting this till I was in my 50s.
Well, I was having that trouble in my 20s because all the stuff I did as a cop. And when I married your mom when I was 28, and I was having problems before that. So, but that's from being a cop and doing all the cop stuff. But it beats you up, and then I was trying to keep up with the 18-year-olds, and they're 10 years or 20 years younger than you. It's pretty damn hard to do. When I switched from being a cop to an FM, that made me good for a few more years. But after a while, even that would become a problem. First time you got to go up and down that elevator shaft carrying a bunch of gear or pulling stuff up by hand because the elevator's out or whatever. You know, I just can't physically do it anymore. So. Well, I'm glad Rachel still got her license.
deal. Instead of being $449 or almost $470 when I paid for it, and it could have got it for $380 now. Right?
Well, it's just like
I was like, well, you don't know, you know.
It's like when you buy the gas when you need it.
Yeah.
You need it. You need it. You think you need it.
Yeah.
You think you got a good deal, then you got it.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing wrong with our generator or our radios.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the nice thing when this solar one comes, because they said still deal with port issues. Sometime either this week or next week is what they claim it was supposed to be shipped out.
We'll see what happens.
With the port issues and being in California, and of course now the owner-operators ain't allowed to.
Yeah, well,
70,000 ain't allowed to operate in California